Another hot button issue you probably have witnessed all over social media today. Georgia's new controversial election law is already facing legal challenges less than 24 hours after the governor signed off on it. New Georgia Project, Black Voters Matter Fund, and Rise filing a lawsuit claiming the law violates the 14th Amendment in Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. The president also calling the law an attack on the right to vote.
It's an atrocity. The idea, if you want any indication that it has nothing to do with fairness, nothing to do with decency, they passed a law saying you can't provide water for people standing in line while they're waiting to vote. You don't need anything else to know that this is nothing but punitive, designed to keep people from voting. You can't provide water for people about to vote. Give me a break.
So what's included under the new law? Among other things, the nearly 100-page bill requires an ID number like a driver's license to apply for an absentee ballot, cuts off absentee ballot applications 11 days before an election, limits the number of absentee ballot drop boxes, allows the state to take control of what it calls underperforming local election systems, and makes it a misdemeanor to hand out food or water to votes in line. Caitlin Ross has reaction from both sides tonight.
The reaction was swift, with federal lawsuits filed almost immediately. Opponents of the law say it amounts to voter suppression, but supporters say it's meant to protect the integrity of elections in Georgia.
Our democracy is in a 911 emergency.
Senator Raphael Warnock flew into Georgia late last night after the law was passed. He says opposition to the law can't wait.
It's anti-democratic. It's un-American. They're trying to make it harder for people to vote.
In a news conference today, he said it was disgruntled Republicans using baseless allegations of voter fraud from November's presidential election to push this bill through.
So you're literally going to make public policy based on a lie? Based on the feeling that some people have that things didn't turn out the way they should have turned out?
But Republican Gabriel Sterling with the Secretary of State's office says claims of voter fraud and voter suppression in Georgia are baseless.
The claims of voter suppression are as morally wrong and repugnant as claims of voter fraud were morally wrong and repugnant, because all it's doing is weaponizing and really challenging people's faith in the election system.
He defended the bill, saying it will make it easier for people to vote in Georgia.
We expanded early voting days, even making another mandatory Saturday. They protected Sunday voting. They've put drop boxes in the law and mandated them in counties in Georgia that never had them before.
The governor didn't respond to calls for comment about the law, but in a statement said this is a step toward ensuring Georgia's elections are accessible and fair.